we're actually focusing on the power of connection and how one supportive relationship can truly change a life. And I've discovered this firsthand. If you didn't know, January is my birthday month, so that's important. Is it Capricorn? Nice. All right. But it's also National Mentoring Month, which is so important. We're joined by 3 experts, and we're going to talk about how mentorship impacts mental health and how getting involved also makes a huge difference with your mental health too. So joining us is Adriana, Miss Shaylin, and Melissa. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, Adriana, I want to start with you. You're the Director of Communications for Prosperity Denver Fund, which creates accessible education and career pathways for young people in Denver. Little angel over here. So people who may not realize it, why is mentorship such an important part of mental health?
Yeah, I think it's such an important part of mental health because it really is a lifeline for a lot of students. Even adults have mentors. So if you're in a hard spot, a mentor really steps in to provide that help for you. That level of support that I think, especially nowadays, you know, with technology and everything.
Nowadays, it's all phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so having that connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I need a mentor. Anybody open? You guys open? Anybody? Okay, Miss Shaylin, I'd like to go to you next. You're the executive director and founder of Rise 5280, which is a youth mentor and college, and career readiness program. Fantastic. Talk to me about how having a mentor affects things like confidence, self-esteem, emotional support, none of which I have. I'm just kidding.
Yes, we're going to get you a mentor.
Yeah, clearly.
No, it's important because, you know, our youth today, having someone that they feel confident and safe with, to have safe conversations, even around identity, figuring out who they are. In this world today, because again, social media, you can get siloed and just be in this box.
Yeah, the algorithm, right?
Yeah, you just feel like you can't talk to somebody, and having a mentor to express your feelings and who you want to be. And sometimes your parents aren't available, or you just don't feel comfortable having certain conversations with them. So having someone that you can dissect a situation, or just maybe figuring out career, school, or just wanting to talk. It's very important to have that person, and they can guide you in certain situations, resources, just helping you be who you are, a great person. Sometimes you just can't find that path and you need someone to help you.
A little guide.
Yeah, just a little guide.
Yeah, I need that guy.
Yeah,
okay, enough about me. Okay, Melissa, you're an electrical engineering student at CU. I bow down. I mean, that's unbelievable. But your path had some twists and turns, am I right? Can you talk about that and how a mentor in your life inspired you to keep moving forward with your mental health and otherwise?
Yeah, so I come from a pretty disadvantaged background, and growing up, I was the first of my six siblings to attend and complete high school. And
yes, baby, that's big.
But that standard was just never really there to go to school and succeed. We were almost kind of encouraged to go out into the workforce and, you know, get your life going. That's what was expected of us. And so when you don't see and firsthand people going to college and achieving these things, it makes it seem like, oh, there's a kind of people who do that, and
I'm not part
of that.
Right.
And so, I think having mentors who were doing things, but then that I saw every day, like my high school principal, T.J. Cole, he had a PhD. He was a prior juvenile Boulder County magistrate, but now he was our principal, and he was also in the Olympics. And I just thought, man, this guy's a legend. Like, he does it all, and he's here teaching me history every day.
Right.
And so, just kind of seeing those figures firsthand made me think, like, oh, maybe it's not that out of reach. Maybe I could do that, you know? Maybe I could get a degree or a PhD one day. And so I think it's really important to have mentors who are doing things that you see yourself doing or that you kind of can envision yourself doing. And having someone there who does something makes it a lot more attainable, or seems a lot more attainable to you.
Like, it's so funny just being able to see someone, you're like, oh, I could do that. But without that in your vision, you don't necessarily have that confidence. That's so, bravo to you, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, what if someone's watching, Adriana, and they're thinking, I don't know, mentoring is like too much time and all of that. What does it actually look like when you mentor?
Yeah, So I had the opportunity to be a mentor through Denver Kids, actually.
Amazing.
So incredible. It's a few hours a month, nothing major, and it's a way to really connect with your community as well. So you can go to the Denver Art Museum with your mentor, go to a Broncos game on Sunday, just build that connection with them, that support system so that, you know, if they need help with their homework or something like that, those relationships have been built to really help them succeed in whatever they want to do. And as a student, and also to help them understand that there's so many different pathways that they can take.
Like you were saying.
After high school. And whatnot.
That's so interesting too that you, once that trust is built, like going to the, you know, then you can start really digging into the mental health of how is that kid doing. And how that person, once that trust is and relationship is built. Michelle, what qualities make a good mentor? Like someone out there might be thinking, do I need special training or can I just start?
You mentioned like that trust factor. You have to be patient, you know, with your mentee and build the trust. It takes time. A lot of times, sometimes to break through those walls and show that, and consistency, like consistently being there and listening. I think it's a combination of there is some level of training, like tools of understanding how to navigate some of their mental health or maybe referring them to somebody. But at the end of the day, like as long as you have the time and you actually really care, you have to be sympathetic, empathetic to the, your mentee's needs. But I think just being a mentor is like really wanting to just be there for somebody. And wanting to be a change and wanting to see, you know, your mentee successful.
It aligns with a lot of values that I'm sure a lot of people want to do more of. I'm going to ask each one of you this first off. If someone is on the fence about becoming a mentor, what would you say to encourage them? And also, were you mentored? I'd love to find that. Well, you were kind of seeing that. Tell me what you think you would say to encourage mentors or mentees.
So for mentees, is probably where my advice starts, is just don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Telling people what you're going through or how you're feeling, having a little bit of vulnerability is what led to me finding all the mentors I've found. I haven't found any through programs, but I've found them just at school all the time and just from explaining to people what I'm going through. And oftentimes the kind of people who want to help will help. The kind of people who want to take a little bit of that burden for you and guide you will do it.
You just have to ask.
You do have to ask.
That's the scary part, right?
Or find programs that do it. If you don't want to go out there and be a little vulnerable, find a program that will do it. And so I encourage people to, you know, take that step to look for help, look for guidance if you think that you need it. If you're just questioning what to do or where to go, look for that. Take that first step to get guidance.
Look at the first step. Electrical engineer over here. Talk about it's amazing.
Thank you.
What about you guys? I mean, that's unbelievable. I'm just a talk show host. What do you guys think you would tell someone if they're looking? And also, were you mentored?
Yeah, I think if someone is looking to be a mentor, I would just tell them to be open. I think that, you know, sometimes the needs of students are not the same needs that they would have been when a mentor was growing up.
Good point.
And so having an open mindset about that and how can you really help may look a little bit different from the time that they were growing up.
That's a great point. Generationally is different.
Yeah.
Did you have a mentor growing up?
I would say my mentors were in my family, actually.
Lovely.
But I come from a very communal community, you know, the Latino community. And so aunts and uncles were mentors to me. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't a teacher along the way who was amazing and really helpful as well.
Amazing. And you?
So just thinking about this, we just announced our She Rises mentorship program with Rise 5280.
Absolutely.
And so
Fantastic.
it's, when you think about mentors, ours is run by like you. It's peer-to-peer mentorship. So we do have a level of like, I don't want to call us older people.
The youngins.
But then like encouraging peer-to-peer mentorship because sometimes our youth feel safer talking to other youth.
Absolutely.
But then having that level of us being there to help guide the conversation for you to the high schoolers now, because now you're in college and you can tell your experience to them. So those looking to be mentors, you don't have to be experienced or 40 years old. You can be in college and wanting to be a mentor. So with She Rises, we are looking for those levels of mentors and mentees. But yeah, I think it's just thinking about your little self and what you needed.
Yeah.
If you're on the fence of being a mentor, like we've all were in that space sometime.
Right. We've all
just
had
think
trouble.
about, like, if you, for me, when I was younger, the reason why I do what I do is because if I had someone like me now, some of the decisions I made, I would never have made.
Good for you. Testimony, teacher. I was going to say, that's unbelievable. This was an amazing conversation, ladies, honestly. Sometimes all it takes is just one person showing up. That's it. If you want more information on mentoring, I want you to go to prosperitydenverfund.org. I want to thank our panel for their insight. You're going to just shine. And thank you, too, for giving back to the community like that. It's unbelievably helpful.